This is my first video, so there'll be a lot of technical glitches and whatnot. I hope you guys are okay with that. And I need that support. I'm trying to do something for myself, something for you guys, something for the general population, something that I'm passionate about. And I'm open for ideas. But basically, abhi kya hai ki ye jo platform hai, I don't want to limit it to traveling, food, education. It's just a free form. I want first to get comfortable with to my subscribers and go from there. So anyway, as I was saying before that, I was born in England. From there, I traveled a lot. मैंने कुछ दिन dad was in England. उसके बाद वहाँ से फिर हम लोग मलेशिया गए. फिर वहाँ से हम लोग सिंगापुर में कुछ दिन रहे. फिर हम लोग we went all across and went to Africa. And then फिर वहाँ से फिर वापस इंग्लैंड आए. फिर इंडिया आए. After India, we came to USA. I did my education partly in England और partly मैंने इंडिया में किया हुआ और partly I've done in the US. When I started watching all these vloggers, The Flying Beast, and then there were a couple of other vloggers that I watched, also the American ones, I thought that that's a good platform to come out, and say something about yourself. Because I'm a very private person. I don't open up myself so much because I always feel ki bhai, when you try to open yourself, you open yourself for a lot of, good things, bad things, criticism, whatnot. But I'm at a stage right now, to be very honest, I'm kind of above that, It doesn't bother me now if somebody says something about me or just in general. Probably, it over the years, it has just made me very not sensitive in the sense that now people can say anything on my face and I won't react. At least give that feeling that, bhaiya, aapko jo bolna hai, you have your own opinion. आप बोल सकते हो. People have their own opinion. They can express themselves. I don't hold that against anybody. On top of that, I strongly believe that there are set of people who are going to like you. And there is set of people who are not going to like you. अब सबको तो आप फिक्स कर नहीं सकते. कुछ लोग को आप फिर भी बात कर सकते हो. But it's all about perception at the end of the day. Okay, if somebody perceives me to be a good person, I'm a good person in front of them. If somebody perceives me to be not a good person or somewhat outlandish or whatnot, they're going to make an opinion about themselves. And in this day and age, I'm at that age, it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it helps me to get different perspective about myself. And again, this is the first sit down video, so I'm talking more about myself. The idea is not to talk more about myself, but talk about my family, take you to different trips. Since this is the holiday season, यहाँ पे अमेरिका में, there's Christmas, there's New Year. As I have mentioned before that मेरी 3 sisters हैं. I'll be going to New Jersey and I'll shoot the entire trip that I'm going to take, which is a 6-hour trip. It's about 400 miles. It takes me about 6.5 hours with stoppage and everything. I'll shoot the entire thing. And as I said before कि भाई ये चैनल कोई स्पेसिफिक चीज के लिए अभी नहीं है. It's an open forum. I'm going to talk about things which is generic. It could be political. It could be something that I faced when I was growing up. At the end of the day, I feel that a person has to be positive. The show must go on. और challenges तो आते रहेंगे लाइफ में. अगर challenges लाइफ में नहीं आएंगे तो there's something wrong about the way a person is leading his or her life. But at the same time, I would like to, there are some people who have been very instrumental in my life, where I have been and the way I think. कैसे मैं सोचता हूँ एक situation को और आगे बढ़ता हूँ. Life was not a cakewalk. It has never been. If somebody says the life has been a cakewalk for him or her, I would say kudos to them, but it wasn't a cakewalk for me by any means. But which is good, which is when I look back, मुझे लगता है कि ये help किया मुझे in my dealing with different perspective, in dealing with folks that right now I interact with. It gives me a sense of like, okay, now I can deal with that situation. It's not something that, there's never a bad situation. It's always how you handle it. And I'm not saying that I'm kind of a guru or something that I can handle everything properly, but I have my ways to do things. And again, people who are watching me, this sit down will be boring for some people because I'm talking about myself. But initially, I just wanted to do this, and then as we go along in this journey, मैं आपसे और भी बात करूँगा. I'll introduce you to my friends, my families, my kids. I have a small Shih Tzu whose name is Charlie. He's very cute. Where I'll take you for a home tour and blah blah blah. Wherever I travel, I love traveling. I've done a lot of traveling, but I'll talk to you more about different things, how we celebrate things here in America. If you guys are looking to come to the States, what are the pluses and the minuses? And things have changed. A lot of people get a lot of information from different social media, Google, different platforms. But I'll share my personal experiences. All I'm trying to do here is trying to do something different rather than the same rut. Subah utho, काम करो. Now I work from home. I'm basically in IT, in information technology. I had my own company which I started for some time. From there, I started doing consulting for some time. After that, I worked in a company. And right now I work for, I don't know whether how many folks know about Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's a health insurance company. And I take care of all the Atlantic platform upgrades, which happens to the platform, which is used by several people and companies. I'll go more in detail. Again, I just said मैंने बोला कि अभी there's so much to talk about, so much to share. I mean, all said and done, at the end of the day, I want to make this channel very open. People can express themselves. Of course, we have to go through the guidelines of what the YouTube channel is all about. We have to make sure that there's no profanity. At the same time, I'll be giving more and more different perspective of how people are. America की life कैसी होती है. People have this idea about from India or elsewhere that life in America is very smooth and everything runs on an autopilot kind of a thing. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. We work in the same way as we work in India or anywhere else for that matter. तो सब जगह at the end of the day, people are people. They have the same set of thinking process. There's so much to do in life. One thing I would like to say to people that आप अपने आप को लिमिट मत करो. All the limitation that you have is basically up in the mind. Peace at the end of the day is priceless. उस पर आप कभी पैसा नहीं लगा सकते. आप जितना कमा लो, जितना जो कर लो, at the end of the day अगर आपको peace नहीं है mind में, then you are leading a miserable life. I would say that people have this notion that people who have a lot of money are very influential and people are very rich and they're the happiest person in this world. It's nothing like that. As per my experience, I think it's again about the perception. And next session, I'm not saying that I'll be doing a daily vlog. Whenever my vlogs will come, it'll be something new to show you and something that you might say, Are, Vidyut. I go by Victor. Because it's a lot easier for the Americans to relate to. And I'll tell you why my name was given Vidyut. I was born in England and I was a preemie. So preemie matlab ki I was premature. I basically popped out in 8 months. And that's why my parents named me Vidyut. In fact, the lady who delivered me got a prize from the Queen because I was in England. And my mom was very, very sick. So the doctors at one point said कि भाई या तो बच्चे को बचाएंगे या mother को बचाएंगे. My dad had to make a decision because he was doing his PhD there in the University of Liverpool. He's a scientist by profession. So he had to make a choice. And this is all stories that I've heard from him, and he said, oh, he's going to pick my, of course, my mother because, So anyway, that's all something which I'll talk more about it in detail. Abhi, there are some episodes or clippings that I'm going to show you guys, which will be basically different things about America, places where I live, places where I go. My schedule is very, very busy. Okay, I work about 16, 18 hours a day, but I still get time to do stuff which I'm passionate about. I'm a very simple person. I've been living in America for more than 30 years now. I left India in 1985. I've gone to India because my wife comes from India. She's from Delhi. मैं जाता रहता हूँ इंडिया और मुझे इंडिया जाके बड़ा मज़ा आता है. I have two kids. My son's name is Samir. He's 18 years old. Daughter's name is Sanjana. She's going to be 21. So anyway, we'll go into all those things later. I'll see how we progress with this channel. I'm hoping I get more subscribers. Just because I like to listen to people more, make sure that I'm giving something back to the community. This is just the initial. If you go to my channel, I have a couple of videos there. But again, those are something that random basis पे मैंने record कर लिया. So let's see how it goes. Don't forget to click that icon where you can get your updates that any kind of video is out there. Please subscribe so that you can know more about me. I know more about you guys. It's a two-way traffic. और again फिर मिलते हैं, देखते हैं कैसे चलता है. Future is unknown, but again, let's take a positive outlook on that. I'll see you guys again. Thank you.